And when you're writing copy to convert people, here's two things you need to know. Number one is they only care about themselves. Your prospect really doesn't care about how fancy your stuff is. They only really care about what it'll do for them and how it will make them feel. And here's the second piece of this formula. This is really important. They only care about rule number one. You already know this. I know that. But the challenge is, are you really taking advantage of the 8 human drivers of emotional decision when you're writing copy? If you don't know what those are, here's a list. Enjoyment of life and survival. That's number 1. Number 2 is the enjoyment of food. Number 3 is freedom of fear, pain, and danger. We just want to move away from all that stuff, right? Number 4 is sexual companionship. Number 5 is comfortable living conditions. Number 6 is keeping up with the Joneses. There's a lot of us who just want to be like everybody else. And number 7 is care and protecting our loved ones. And lastly, number 8 is social approval. So within those 8, I'm betting that your stuff is going to fit into one of those categories. In fact, it probably satisfies a few of those categories. So here's the deal. When you're writing copy, exploit the heck out of those things, right? Let's say that if you're selling weight loss, for instance, don't talk about the diet. You can talk about how they're going to feel. You can talk about also how they're going to enjoy life. Perhaps with your stuff, it's going to extend their life. And here's what most important thing about writing copy. We both know that words are powerful, right? So why not take writing copy to the next level? And you do that by visual language. For example, when you're describing how someone will feel losing 50 pounds or so, it's not just losing the weight that's going to make them feel awesome. There's so much more going on beneath the surface that you can use to persuade them, such as, walking into the store and buying a brand new pair of jeans, going and trying them on, putting them on, and not being embarrassed when you open the door and you walk out into that little area with the mirrors and looking at yourself and you're not embarrassed anymore. Well, and perhaps there's another reason. Perhaps it's about the feeling that they get when walking down the street and having the opposite sex take a second look or two that they really missed, they never got it, or they never got it before. Now, the more you can help people visualize and feel the emotion when you're writing copy, the easier it is to convert them to buy from you. Now, what I just said, you could probably visualize yourself doing that, right? Visual words are very important. So the more you do that, the more you can help people see and feel the emotion of what your product is going to do for them. Then you've got yourself a cool writing copy conversion right in front of you. What do you think?